All right on. Isn't this better than having a good time? I think so. Oh, I'm excited. My girlfriend and I just broke up. Isn't that sad? I know, right? We had a huge fight on the 4th of July. I said to her, I'm like, what do you want to do tonight? She's like, I want to go out on a boat on the lake. I want to watch the fireworks. And I'm like, you couldn't pick a worse time to go out on a boat on the lake. What if that thing starts to sink and we got to send off a flare? Everybody in the show's going to be like, geez, that one sucked. So I'm single again. I'm out there dating. I got a great pickup line that's been working out pretty good for me, though. It's, stop struggling, get in the car. You laugh, it works. I meet all kinds of girls. Most of the girls I actually date, I meet at these comedy shows I do. And you know where I got to be careful? Colleges. Girls there are young. I was doing an orientation show at the University of Pittsburgh last week. There's a female student in the front row, and she's flirting with me. So to be safe, I stop the show and I ask her, I'm like, hey, what's the legal age in Pennsylvania? Right? Some guy in the back yells out, 17, I think! That is not a question you can ballpark the answer to, okay? I'm going to need a little more than a rough estimate on that one. See me standing in front of the judge. Are you sure, man? That dude said he thought it was 17. I don't realize how young these girls are sometimes till you're actually out on the date with them and they start talking. One of my last ones, we went to a drive-in movie. I thought that'd be kind of cool. There's not too many of those around. Park my truck. I fold down the back seats. I put a lot of pillows, blankets back there. This girl hops over the front. She's like, oh, neato, cool. You built a fort back here. Yeah, that totally ruined the moment. I heard that music in my head like when you get the wrong answer on The Price is Right. Like watching my little Plinko chip drop into the zero slot. Sad is what I'm saying. You know what I didn't like about that girl, though? She had her belly button pierced, which normally I find very sexy, but this girl had an Audi. Yeah, I know. She lifted up her shirt. It looked like they glued a hand grenade to her stomach. What the hell is that? Fire in the hole! Okay, there you go. Bye-bye. I don't mind being single, though. Now, I was very close to, getting married. The ex and I, we started talking about marriage and stuff, and that's a big step in a relationship. You got to make sure you agree on, a variety of issues, and we had some sticking points, religion was one for us, because I'm Catholic, and she was wrong. I don't even know what she was, like a Greek orthodontist or something like that. It was weird. There's a lot of different religions out there, and I'm cool with that. I'm like, man, believe whatever you want. But you ever have the Jehovah's Witness people knock on your door? Do you ever listen to what their little spleum? I'm talking to one of these guys one time, and the guy's telling me, one of their beliefs is that only 144,000 people are getting into heaven. And I'm like, what, 144,000? He's like, that's right, Mr. Burr, that's it. I'm like, let me ask you a question. If that's indeed the case, do you by any chance know how many of those positions have already been filled? Because I was born pretty late in the history of the world. If there's only 2 or 3 spots left, to hell with it, huh? I'm not even going to try. I was always one of the last ones picked for kickball. Now, Catholic, that's an easy religion. Our big thing is just go to church every Sunday, which I would love to do, but our priest gives the longest sermons you've ever heard in your life. Dude, he rambles on forever. Huh? One week I was there, I swear, I even saw Jesus look at his watch. That's very disconcerting. He was up on the cross. And then he yelled. It was startling. I was like, eesh. I think that's supposed to... I like that you guys laughed at the joke. Normally people in comedy clubs, they get a little nervous about religious jokes. Certain things you're not supposed to make fun of. Religion is one. Death is another one, which I totally don't get right. We've all been through a loss, loved one, a friend. You know what the worst part is? Other people come up to you, they try to comfort you with their words, but they always end up saying something stupid, right? Like, no, seriously, when my grandma died, I had people coming up to me saying things like, well, God must have needed her in heaven. Now, unless he's knitting an Afghan up there, she's not going to be any help at all, okay? You're talking about a woman who couldn't even open a jar of sauce down here without one of us helping her. That's crazy. And besides that, it's God, right? He created the heavens, the earth, the entire universe. You really think he's working on some big project in his garage up there? Well, crap, I'm in over my head on this one. All right, get me Gladys right away. She'll straighten this out. The other one I used to hate to hear is people would tell me she's in a better place. Do you know who will never say that about when he dies? Hugh Hefner. Seriously. That is going to be the only guy to get up to heaven and be disappointed. See him moping around up there kicking a can. Man, this sucks. Can't believe there's no boobs or pool. I blew it. That's all right. So I just got back. I was overseas entertaining the troops. I was in Iraq. Now I came home recently. Here's the question everybody always asks me: like, what's it like over there? And I'll tell you what. It's very similar to America. They have a lot of the same things we do, like McDonald's, stuff like that. You know what they have? They have the suicide hotline in Iraq. Right, you know how we have it here? You call it. You're feeling a little down. They talk you through it. I called the Iraqi one. I'm like, hey man, I'm feeling pretty blue. They're like, okay. Can you drive a stick? You know, you guys want to laugh at that. We're like, we don't think that's right. I had a long flight back from overseas. They show films on those movies. They were showing the King Kong remake with Jack Black, and I'm watching. You know what I found unbelievable about that film? Aside from the 25-foot gorilla, it was people's reaction to the 25-foot gorilla. Right, because he comes crashing through the jungle, man. He's knocking down trees. He grabs that girl in one hand. He takes off with her. And all those guys are like, he got the girl. We got to go get the girl. Not one of them was like, Jesus, what the hell was that? Did you see that? Was that a gorilla? We got to get the hell out of here. And then they chased him. I thought a 25-foot anything grabs a girl I'm with. I'm like, all right, she's dead. Pack it up, fellas. So they make things in movies unbelievable sometimes. You know what other movie I hated? Last year, the Superman Returns movie was out. That was like the big blockbuster last year. The premise of this movie is that Superman has been gone like 7 years and he finally comes back to Earth. On the exact same day, Clark Kent also comes back to Earth. Not one person in that movie was like, hey, wait a second. Superman's been gone 7 years. Clark Kent's been gone 7 years. I think those two are gay. Well, obviously they've been on a very long vacation together. Now, maybe I'm thinking too much. We had a rough flight too. Our plane hit turbulence, and we're shaking around, and I got scared because it occurred to me, the airlines in the event of trouble, they've got no backup plan, right? No plan B. Like if you go on a cruise and the ship starts to sink, everybody gets a life jacket, they put you in lifeboats. On the airplane, none of that stuff. That thing starts to go down. That's it, flight over, you're screwed. Yeah, they even make that announcement, bing, folks, we're screwed. There's no parachutes or hang gliders, or I think even shoving each passenger out the door with a big bunch of balloons is better than nothing. Give us a chance. Wouldn't it be fun? We'd all be lined up at the door. Thank you! That would suck for me, though. I can't blow balloons up. I can't. Not at birthday parties or anything. Huh? I don't imagine I do very good in a pressure situation. Pilot comes on. Bing, ladies and gentlemen, we're going down. Get your balloons. Get the balloons. Okay. Are you freaking kidding me? Oh, come on, balloon. Don't do this to me. Get a blow up. This thing's going down. Oh, no. I'm going to die on a plane. That's how it's going to happen. And meanwhile, the guy next to me, a dog. Won't that suck? I'd still be impressed. Hey, that is a dog. Well, all right, I gotta get going. We went out last night in L.A. and we ended up in a strip club, and it was a bad strip club. We're watching this girl dance, and I'm not going to say she shouldn't have been up there, but you know how they got that brass pole, and the girls will spin around on it and hang upside down, look all sexy. This girl's big gimmick with the pole is she would walk up, get a good grip, and break that thing right out of the stage. And she's like, you give me $1. I don't have $1. I'm not saying she was fat, but her thong had back pockets. Come on. Folks, I gotta get going. My name is Steve Burr. I hope you enjoyed that. Yay!